Hello, fellow Sudokans. Welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku Puzzle. It's Monday, the 24th of November 2025. I hope you are keeping well. And if it's Monday morning where you are, I hope you're ready for the challenges ahead in this week. Because there are always challenges, aren't there? Every week we face challenges of some kind or another. That's what life is about. Hopefully we get through them, get past them, and live our best possible lives, which doesn't mean that everybody's life will be great, just that we do the best that we can, and we try to be happy as we can most of the time. What's going on in the world? A couple of things. If you were worried that Mamdani was going to backtrack and become like a Fetterman or somebody like that after his meeting with Trump, no need to worry. He has in fact reiterated the fact that he believes that Trump is a fascist, which is good and true. If you haven't seen that, the video of him meeting with Trump, it's really funny because a journalist thinks they're going to do an embarrassing gotcha moment by, saying, "Well, you called Trump a fascist in the past like this." And he's about to answer the question, and Trump jumps in and says, "That's okay. You can just say yes. No need to explain it. I am." He said, "Do you think I'm a fascist?" It's really funny. It's hilarious. And so he was asked again, after his cordial meeting with Trump, which he answered in a really good way, explaining yes, what he believes is true, but he's doing his best to, communicate with everybody that needs to be communicated with. Oh. Hello, cat's woken up. Oh, morning, cat. You were asleep. I think you're going to have to leave the room now because... Yeah, go outside. Cat, I forgot to close the door. I left the door open and I woke the cat up by just chatting to you. And cat doesn't like me playing Sudoku, so he's just trying to stop me by interfering there. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, about Mamdani. Anyway, he has reiterated that he does believe Trump is a fascist, and so do I. And if you've got eyes in your head, so will you. What else is going on? It's difficult to know whether Trump's appointees are just the most stupid people, the stupidest people in the world, or nefarious and evil and just misunderstanding because they are so rich. Most of them are just so rich. They have no idea what it's like to live an ordinary person's life. One of those idiots is Scott Bessent, his money guy who is super rich. I'm not sure if he's a billionaire. He's certainly a multi-millionaire, certainly a very, very rich person. Apparently he's come up with the idea, first of all, he denies that there is any inflation, right? So first he says, no, there's no inflation. And then when they say, well, why is Trump stopping some of the tariffs on, things like coffee and stuff like that? Oh, it's to lower the prices. Oh, but of course, tariffs don't cause inflation, don't cause price rises, he says. Anyway, this moron who is rich, has money coming out of his ears, said he's come up with a solution. If you are worried about inflation, all you have to do is move to a a Republican-controlled state, because on average their inflation is 0.5% less than Democratic-controlled states. Now I have no idea if that's true or not. It sounds pretty unlikely, but even in the weird case that it is true, somebody pointed out, you should look at wage differences, because actually people in Republican-controlled states who are working class actually get paid very low wages, lower than those in democratically controlled states in many cases, and so you'd probably lose a hell of a lot more. But could you imagine, if you could just imagine, oh yeah, let's just change my job, let's just leave my life, take my kids out of school, move house to get 0.5%. I mean, what a stupid man. But they're all like this. They're all dumb as hell. There's not a brain cell between them. America is just so frustrating at the moment. All right, hello, fellow Sudokans. What have we got for you A Monday game. A Monday game means a beginner level game. Hello, beginner. Sudoku. Beginner at Sudoku. What are you doing here? You don't know, right? You've come to a channel and you hear me talking about politics and stuff. Why is that? Because this is not a pure Sudoku channel. This is my Sudoku and chat channel. I'm not a Sudoku genius. I can just happen to play the newspaper Sudoku games and finish them. So I'm passing on that knowledge to you. That's about it. And to make my channel a bit different from other channels that might be doing the same thing, I talk about whatever's on my mind. And that's what you're welcome to. If you feel like that might be something interesting, you can click the subscribe button. Otherwise, you might want to run away. No, you don't have to run away. Stop. You don't have to run away. You can just fast forward past any comments you don't like and get to the Sudoku bit. Right, which is what we're doing now. We're going to explain how to play the game of Sudoku because this is a beginner level Sudoku, easy level game. We've got 9 squares in this row, and every row that you care to look at, we've got 9 squares. The same applies to the columns down here. Here are 9 empty squares, and here are 9 squares, some of which have numbers in them. And here in these outlined sections in black, 3x3 grids, you can see there are numbers in some of the boxes. And okay, so you can kind of intuit the guess. Is that a verb? To intuit something? You can kind of intuit the idea of the game without ever reading the instruction manual, I think. The idea is to put in numbers, and the lowest number that you can see is 1, and the highest number that you can see is 9. They're all single digits. And why is that? Because, of course, there are only 9 squares in each row, column, and block, as I pointed out to you a second ago, or several seconds ago, to be more accurate. So we used to use logic to find the answer. That's all there is to it. You don't win $1 million for doing it. Nothing really good happens except that you get the satisfaction of having completed a puzzle, something like a jigsaw, but more interesting than a jigsaw, I think. With the jigsaw, you're just using your vision, a small amount of logic, I suppose. But with this game, you're using logic only. And of course, you need to see the numbers. Right, so how do we go about finding the answer then? Okay, so let's start like this. In this block here, we have 3, we have 4, we have 8, and we have 9. None of the other numbers do we have yet. So that means that all of the missing numbers from 1 to 9 are in these squares here. That means we don't have 1, we don't have 2, we don't have 5, we don't have 6, and we don't have 7. Oh, that's a lot of numbers, you say. How on earth would we go about finding out which is which? What we do is we look at outside the box, let's say looking at this digit 2 here, and we use our understanding of logic and the rule that I just told you that a number can appear once only. In this case, in its column. So there can't be any other 2s in these blue squares. We've got numbers 1 to 9. Number can appear once only. So this square and this square's already got a number in it. This square and this square can't be 2. Now we've got 2 blocking up here as well. Now when I say blocking, I mean forbidding any other square from becoming a 2. So no 2s allowed in any of these blue squares. Obviously we've got a 4 there already. So look, this square and this square can't be 2, right? And this square can't be 2, right? All of the other squares are filled with digits already, and there's one empty box. Guess what goes there? Yes, of course it is. The 2 fits into that square there. And that's the kind of logic and understanding that we need. Let's try in this section here to find digit 8, shall we? Now that's not a complete guess from me. It's because I happen to have spotted the solution before. So, oh no, I haven't. Yes, I have. Sometimes I make a mistake, but okay. So we've got an 8 over here, right? This 8 here says none of these squares can be 8. We've got an 8 here that says none of these squares can be 8. Neither of these squares can be 8 in this block. We've got an 8 down here that says this square can't be 8. Do you see how that works? You see the nice blue pattern? I like to use this Sudoku solver, the big blue thing. I don't like that. Some other channels use some like a outlining of the square. I dislike that. I don't think it looks very good. I rather like the solid blue that you can see here. We're going to do the same thing with these 8s. The 8 that I just put in, this 8 up here and this 8 here. and that's going to give us an 8 in that square here. I'm going to take this one across here, this one back here, this one down here. You know what goes there. You're ahead of me already. You can see how the 8 goes there. We're going to take the 8 to the top, the 8 to the top. You see how we followed one digit all the way around the grid? And now we get to the point and we say, where can I take this 8? And you say, well, not there. Where can I take this 8? Well, nowhere along here. And this 8, 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 and this 8. And oh, guess what? Every row's already got an 8. And every column's got an 8. And every one of these small sections has got an 8. And that means that there aren't any more to be found, because there are 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Count them. Iterations of every digit. And once you've got the 9 instances of each digit, well, there aren't any more to find. So you can forget digit 8. We'll deselect it like that because we don't care about you anymore, digit 8. We just simply go away. We hate you now that we've found all of, we've used you, and there's nothing left of you. Right. In this, so another thing you can do is you can look at the numbers that are missing. So in this section down here, what's missing? We've got 2, 3, 4, 6, and 8. So missing numbers are 1, 5, 7, and 9. And when you look across, you might see something interesting about the 7s in particular. There are quite a few 7s. So look, we've got 7 blocking this square, 7 blocking this square, 7 blocking this square. So again, in this column here, only one possibility of where the 7 can go. It must be there. We've also got 7s blocking across here, and that's going to give us 7 there. And then we can take that 7 to the top. Oh no, that's not going to be enough. I apologize. I'm going to tell you something that I can't find. That's no good, is it? We've got 1 across here. We can do that. That's a 1 in that square there. Um, 3 up here blocks all the way down here. That gives us a 3. And now there's only one digit missing in this whole section. It's a 5. We don't have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no 5 anywhere, so that's a 5. And now we can see that the two numbers that go here in this section are 1 and 9, because that's all that's missing in this column. And we've got a 9 blocking here. So that's a 9, and that must be our digit 1. And now this column is completed. This section down here, this block, is completed. So we're going along quite nicely, I think. Right, now, we've got 5 blocking this square. We've got 5 blocking this square. Remember, only once in its section. So none of these squares can be 5. Okay. And so in this row, that has to be a 5 there. And we've got 5 blocking down here, across there. There's a 5. Okay, we've got 1 blocking up here and 1 blocking across there. There's our 1. We've got 6 blocking up here. That's going to give us 6 in that square there. We've got, okay, we can get this number here. I don't know what it is yet, but I know that we can get it. Either we can see which numbers go in to complete this column here, or we can see which numbers go to complete this column here, and then work out the last one for this column here. Do you get what I mean? Look, the missing numbers here are 5 and 7. Which is which? I don't know. Either this is 5 and this is 7, or this is 5 and this is 7. But when we look down here and we look up the numbers that we need in this column, 1, 2, we don't have a 3, 4, 5 in one of these, 6 and 7 in one of these, 8, 9. So it's 3 that's missing. Okay? Now I could have looked at these two numbers. I could have said what numbers are missing here, and I would have found that it's 4 and 5 missing here. And again, that will give me a 3. This is 4 and 5, and this has to be a 3. In fact, we can say the 5 blocks across there now, and gives us a 5 there, and this is a 4. If any of this is too fast because you've never played the game at all before, it's easy to rewind. You just click on a button and back you go in time. In time on this video, not your life. You can't rewind your life. back you go in time, and you can watch it again. We have 7 blocking here, 7 blocking here. That's got to be a 7 in that square. We have 3 blocking across here and 3 blocking across here, which would give us a 3 in that square. Or you could say there's 3 blocks this square and we don't have a 3 in this row yet. 2 ways to find the same information. 3 blocks across here, 3 blocks up here. That gives us 3 in that square. 3 blocks across here, 3 blocks across here. You see, I'm taking the digit that I just placed and using it quite often to place the next, find the next position for that particular digit. This is a good technique to speed the game up if you want to go fast. Of course, we don't necessarily want to go fast playing Sudoku. Sometimes we're just trying to while away the time. Well, we're always doing that. This is a 9 here because it doesn't really have a proper function, Sudoku. Some people think it might stuck dementia or something like that. There's no solid proof for that, but it definitely won't hurt, and it will hopefully improve your logic skills. We have 1 blocking up here, down here, 1 blocking across there. That will give us a 1 there, and there's just 1 digit left in this row. And I have to count through and see what it is. It's a 6. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no 6 anywhere. So that has to be a 6. 6 blocks across here. That gives us 6 there, and 6 blocking up here, and the 6 that I just placed a moment ago. That will give us 6 there. 1 more number left in this row. We've got 1. We don't have a 2 anywhere, so that must be our 2. Okay. Now 2 blocks this square here, and in this column that will be a 2, and there's 1 more number left here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 9. I had to count all the way through to get there. We have 9 blocking down here, 9 blocking down there. There's a 9. We have 2 blocking across here. That gives us a 2 there, and there's just a 4 missing in this section here. And now there's 1 empty square up here. There's also 1 empty square there. There's several places where there's just 1 number missing. Missing number here is a 2. The missing number down here is 5. And now the missing digit here is 4. In this row, I mean. Okay. And what are we left with? A couple of squares here and there. 1 empty square here. The missing number is going to be 4. And now this number is the last number in this section, which is 2. Alright. So we just got to look and see what's missing. What's missing from this section up here? We don't yet have 4 or 7, and we can't get that yet. We don't yet have 5 or 7 here. We can't get that yet. Down here we're looking for 1 and 9, and that we can get the 9 blocks down here. So that's our 9, and that's our digit 1. Then 1 blocks up here. That gives us 1 in this square, and the missing number here is 6. 6 blocks up here, 6 blocks across here. We've almost finished this game now. Now there's just 1 empty square here. That is enough room for 4. And then 4 blocks across here. That gives us 4 in this square. 7 is the last number up here. 7 blocks across. That gives us 7 there. I'm sorry, I'm going quite fast here, but I want to have breakfast. 5 blocks across here. There's a 5. Like I said, though, if any of this is too difficult, or a bit too fast rather, then it shouldn't be too difficult, just a bit too fast. Go back and watch it again, and you'll be seeing on your screen a list of easy level Sudoku puzzles, a whole playlist of easy level games that you can practice and learn some other things that I didn't teach you today. Thank you for joining me. Bye bye.